Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Galion High School on this Wednesday, January 25th, for another edition of Coach's Corner East. So glad that you could join us tonight. Our show is brought to you in part by Terry Gribble and Associates at your Galion Community Center YMCA. Dr. Erica Schieber at Bucyrus Veterinary Service, 222 West Mary Street, Bucyrus. Rod Steiger and Associates at the Pizza Hut in Galion and Bucyrus, host of our show since 1992, and Lou Ann Krebs at Rivers Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing and Signs, the official phone board t-shirt provider, Route 309, across from the Marion Depot. A little later on, it'll be Carson Early and the girls basketball team joining us as they're in the weight room right now and coming off a tough loss last night, getting ready for another game here soon. But we have the Galion Tiger bowling squads, both the guys and the gals represented, so we're going to start with them, and I certainly welcome Bob Lear first on the girls side. Welcome back. It's good to see you again, and we were just talking off camera how, wow, the season's just about done. It's wrapping up. It's gone so quick. Do you feel that too?
Yeah.
It's crazy. We talked probably, back in November, maybe the first show or something, and you were just getting started, and here we're coming near the end. And kind of to review a little bit with you a few matches, if we go back to right after the holidays, you went to Kenton for the Holiday Baker Tournament. Tell me how you felt that went for your girls.
I didn't think we was going to do it, but we pulled it off.
In what way?
We won it.
You won the whole thing.
Won the tournament.
Why did you think you weren't going to?
Well, the way I got 4 good bowlers, and I got one that's getting there, but she's inconsistent.
But you got it done.
We got it done.
Which is huge. It's huge. And then you had Marion Harding Thursday after the holidays, Thursday the 5th. How did that end up for you?
We beat them.
Okay. So what's your record right now? Let me ask that.
7-2.
Okay. Is that where you thought you would be, or a little better than you thought you would be?
No.
No what?
That ain't where I thought we would be.
Where did you think you would be?
I thought we'd be in the middle of the pack.
Okay. So what's changed to your surprise and delight?
The girls are picking it up a little bit. They're doing a little bit better.
I thought maybe it was your expert coaching is really getting them to where.
Well, I got to do that too. Yeah. I'm not.
Maybe I'll ask them specifically what it is, but no, that's great. I mean, to exceed expectations from where you had been with a lot of success in the past and graduating some girls and maybe not expecting as much this year, that's got to be a pleasant surprise. River Valley at Blue Fusion on Tuesday the 10th, did you win that one as well?
Yes.
Okay. So very, very good. You're really, really coming on here, and that's good to hear.
We are tied with them for first place.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. And who did you think would be at the top of the MOAC?
River Valley.
Okay. All right. So you've seen them, you won't see them any other time except at the MOAC.
Yeah.
And you have an opportunity to
Yeah.
grab that then. Who else is kind of in that pack when you look at the MOAC and
I'd say probably Marion Harding.
okay. All right. And you've beaten them here recently, so
Yeah.
You got to feel pretty good about yourself. So as we getting ready to close towards the end of the season, and better than expected, ladies, which is great, where do we have to take them to the next level to win the league and then go strong into the tournament, in your opinion?
We got to worry about tomorrow night first. It's like football, take it one match at a time and see how we do. And if we win tomorrow night, we got the possibility of being co-champs.
Okay.
But we have to win.
Yeah.
No pressure, girls. We have to win.
That's a must. All right.
We beat them the first time. I think we can get them tomorrow night.
Okay, very good. Let me take a break here. We have a lot of young people to talk to tonight, and I'm excited to hear how their season's going. Our show is brought to you in part by Don Barn Associates at Galion Building and Loan Bank, Matt Studer at Spitzer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Kia 1 mile east of the Richland Mall. Mark Osborne and Associates at E-Crane International, serving worldwide markets from the Galion Industrial Park. Kylie Krager is a freshman up first. Welcome. It's good to see you. And what do you think about what Coach said? Didn't really expect you to be where you're at 7-2 at this point.
Yeah, I agree with him. I didn't think we would, just seeing that we have 2 new freshmen, me and being included in that, but I'm glad where we are.
Are you surprised?
A little bit.
In yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you think brought you confidence and ability to be able to start to score for the team?
Just being around the teammates and kind of like bonding and getting that confidence built up around them.
When I've talked to bowlers, not only here but in other schools as well, and I ask them, what part of your game's got? It's always spares. Is that
100%.
what was that?
100%.
100%. Yeah.
Spares are.
Spares will make you or break you.
Oh, 100%. Anybody can strike. But
And
that's
not me.
oh yeah, really? Oh yeah, you could.
Okay,
Really?
so no, I like this roundtable approach. So spares are going to make you or break you.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, so have you gotten better at spares as the season's gone on?
Yes, as
So now at this point where you're coming late in the year and you have an opportunity to win MOAC, are there a lot of nerves on your part? Or?
a little bit, yes, because I'm kind of up there on the team, so I definitely have a lot to give to the team this last match.
Has it been fun for you this year?
Oh yeah.
Now, has it gone quick?
Oh yes.
She's gonna miss me next year.
Yeah, I bet you guys are pretty close, huh?
Yeah,
All
we
right.
bowl every match together.
Good. Well, continued success. I'm glad it's been a good experience, and we'll transition over to Cadence Fairchild, who is one of the seniors that's here tonight on the girls' side. And is it starting to come to reality here a little bit? That it's starting to come to an end?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I was like really nervous at the beginning of the season because it was senior year and I just gotta pull myself together. But during the end, since we're getting there, I really thought like I've got myself together and I've been doing a lot better.
You feel like you're in a good spot?
Yes.
Have you hit your personal high so far this year?
Not this year, but I did have a close one with a 241.
190, 431.
190 and it was like a 431 series.
Okay. What will it take for you to get out of sectionals and move on, you personally? In your opinion?
I don't know, just getting my spares and not missing state by like 7 pins again.
What kind of score, do you think would it take to get you move on?
Definitely is the 190s.
190?
For sure.
Okay. Anything north of 190, you should be good to go?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And a lot of pressure. As a senior, you'd probably want to win MOAC, right?
Yes,
All
of
right.
course.
Well, there's still opportunity to do that with some things to get ready, tune-ups before that. So enjoy the rest of your season, and thank you for the years of contributing to this team. I'm sure they're going to miss you an awful lot.
Thank you.
You bet. Emily Keller's also a junior, and how?
He's a senior.
I'm sorry, senior. I apologize. I saw 12. I said junior. It is a senior. So how's things for you? How's your game coming along?
They're all right. Starting to get a little more consistent.
Consistent. Okay. So picking up those spares when needed, as we talked about, or still some work to be done there?
Still some work to be done.
Okay. What is there a particular, like when we get to these Baker tournaments, which are a lot like a scramble, a golf scramble, right? Is there a particular role that you play in that you're doing certain frames or not?
Typically, I'm number 1 or number 2. Me and Jasmine switch that a lot.
Okay. Do you like that, or is that added pressure to you?
No, that's fine.
You're okay with it?
It's where I figured I'd be.
And then you can kind of sit back and watch whatever everybody else does. Do you like those, or do you like the standard traditional matches?
I like traditional matches more,
Why is that?
because if I don't get a spare, then it's not going to be as well for the next person.
Yeah.
So it's a little more pressure of everyone having to be together to work together and make it do what it needs to do.
Yeah, good point. Did you have an official senior night that you honor your seniors in bowling, or was that done for the whole school?
We're doing that on next season.
Ours is coming up in a
Magic
week.
and
Coming up, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we had or not.
Okay, all right, so that's coming up, and you get to celebrate and all that other fun stuff. Well, I hope the rest of the season goes well for you. I hope you get to go deep into the tournament, and certainly appreciate you coming out the times that we've had you here. It's been good to talk to you. Logan Eastep is also a freshman. It's good to see you, and you're in the same boat here as Kylie, and what's it been like to bowl your first year here at Galion High School?
I don't know. It's going a lot better than I expected from day one walking in. It's a lot different.
Talk about the guys, the way they've supported you and encouraged you and built confidence not only in the alley, but maybe in yourself and the way that you carry yourself around.
They've all helped just like with just little things from techniques to just helping me move forward when my games aren't as good as theirs, and they just keep pushing me forward to making those leaps and bounces.
But that's the beauty of the growth, right? You get to look at where you're going to be 2-3 years from now and say, I remember when I was a freshman and I was doing this, and now look what I'm doing now. Has what you've done personally surprised you, or is it kind of where you thought you would be?
No, I've gotten a lot better than what I thought I would be.
Good.
From bowling hardly hitting 80s to bowling a 140 last week.
Good for you. Was that your highest?
Yeah.
Super. Good for you. Congratulations on that. Well, it's coming near a close here. Enjoy the rest of your season. Continue to get better. And don't forget to thank all these guys that have helped you out, because that's huge. So appreciate you coming out. A.J. Clark is up next as a senior. It's good to see you. And thanks for sharing your insight on the spares. So that being said, do you practice what you preach?
I personally think I do.
Okay, good.
I mean, maybe not at the beginning of the season with the right side. As a two-handed bowler myself, right-hander, that right side can be deadly.
Talk to me about two-handed bowling. I've seen it,
Oh.
but explain it a little bit.
Me personally, I started one-handing my first year.
Okay.
This is my third year. I transitioned into two-handing. I personally think it's harder, but not to put anybody down, because it's a lot more fun in my opinion.
Why?
You get more pin action, like more control. You get more of a hook.
Okay.
Most of the time, and if you can hook right in there, like I said, you'll strike pretty well.
But
You'll get some good pin action.
If I understand what you're talking about with pin action, you want that explosion,
Oh,
so
yeah.
to speak,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that chaos is knocking other pins down.
Yep.
And you think you can get a higher velocity
Yep.
going by, okay. And it's not, obviously, it's not against the rules. You can do it that way, right?
Yep.
All right. Have you ever inadvertently thrown it onto another lane because you kind of lost control?
Yes, not two-handing. Not
That's what I
two-handing. But when I was one-handing, I used to throw a backup ball, which is instead of going right like a handshake motion, you go backwards with it, and I threw it right in the other lane. I gotta say, man, it wasn't for the books.
Yeah, well,
Wasn't very notable.
live and you learn, right? All right, so getting excited for the tournament to come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully you guys can go deep. We'll be talking to Coach Fairchild here in just a minute how the season's going, but you're pretty happy with where you're at right now.
Me personally, yeah.
Good. Well, keep it up. Enjoy the rest of your season, and I appreciate you coming out. Calix Wolf is here. It's good to see you again. You were here the first time, and how much better have you gotten from the time you were here first time till now, in your opinion?
A little bit better.
A little bit better. Still room for growth. What's the
Yes.
biggest thing? Still spares, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Personally, how do you feel just these guys have come together, and how you feel close-knit as a team?
We help each other out.
You have fun?
And
Enjoy it, yeah. I've talked to some kids, not only from Galion, but other places, Winford and that bowl, and they always talk about liking Blue Fusion, and you were there not too long ago. Do you enjoy it pretty well?
It was fun.
Was that your first time ever?
Besides for the match where we just had practice, yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. And you got MOACs coming up. Is that something that you think you can stick and land and get that tournament championship?
We can try.
All right, good luck to you. I appreciate it. Evan Click is up next as a sophomore. It's good to see you. And are you a two-handed bowler?
Yeah, I am.
You do? Yeah. Were you, or did you have to wait for your buddy here to see him? Or
I've always done a two-hand because one hand is just not for me.
why not?
I like the control, like what he said. I don't. It's just a lot better.
What if you could just show kind of how do you grip that? Is it one on top, one on, put it up?
One in front, and then I put my hand probably
Okay.
down there.
And then do you spin off of that?
Well, I like to come up behind it, but I
Okay.
get yelled at a lot because I'll go like that.
So your fingers aren't in the hole or anything along that
No,
line?
my fingers are. These two are. And
Yeah, the
has
only
two
difference
fingers, but
between
not
one-handing and two-handing is, of course, with all of that, but you just don't have a thumb hole.
You're just not putting the thumb
just
in.
the fingers.
You're using that other hand to kind of grip it and hold. Perfect, okay. And what's been your high score this year?
234 is my highest.
Good for you. What's
Just recently.
what's potential? How high can you get?
The highest you can get is 300.
Right, but I mean, do you think you're getting in, could get up close to
I'll
that?
get it eventually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
All right, well, thanks for coming. Continued success to you. I appreciate it. Landon Fairchild's a freshman, and it's good to see you back. So glad you came, and pretty happy with your season so far?
I'd say so.
Two-hander or one-hander?
One.
One, okay. Coach doesn't want you to. He's not a big proponent.
I was waiting for that.
It wouldn't roll right.
I'd love to see it.
All right, so
Just like this guy.
has your mental side of the game improved since the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
You're
Just
not
out of support from everybody. so
good, not as nervous or anything along that line?
No.
Do you think you will be when MOAC comes up?
Maybe.
Maybe a little bit? And then, of course, sectional tournament. Yeah. Can you believe it's gone fast?
Too fast.
Too fast, yeah. Now, are you going to do anything in the spring, or haven't decided yet? Any sports in the spring, or
Bowling.
just going to keep bowling?
Yeah.
Keep doing that. Good for you. Good for you. And then you can go with your dad into league someday, right?
Yep.
Bowl with him. All right. Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Finally, Draven Morgan is about to end his career here pretty quick. Is it sad?
Kind of. I mean, I'll miss, having fun with everyone, but at the same time, I'll have to do my own thing.
Yeah, yeah. What's the biggest thing that you got out of this and the experience that you gained through bowling here at Galion?
Just making a lot of friends and having like a family, basically.
You think there's guys and even gals that you may have not really even hung out with had you not gone through this?
Yeah.
So you would encourage anybody that's thinking, well, should I do it, shouldn't I do it? This is why you want to do it, because of the people that you interact with.
Mm-hmm. It's not just your own home school, it's other teams.
Yeah.
You get a lot of support from them also. And
I hear that so often. Everybody's cheering each other on. It's not like us against them, and all this hype of cheering sections and all that other stuff. You're actually congratulating the other teams and things like that. Well, enjoy what's left, and hopefully you can put a really solid mark on the end of your senior year and go away with a great memory. I appreciate it very much. We're going to take one final break here before we come back, and we will talk to Coach Fairchild here. We're brought to you in part by Steve and Chuck Keller at Keller Auto Parts, your Napa dealer, Uptown, Galion, and Crestline. Dr. Thomas M. Britton at Clubview Vision Center next to the golf course in Bucyrus. Joe Kleiman Associates at the Galion office of First Federal Bank of Ohio, as well as the Burkhart family at the Burkhart Farm Center, your Case IH dealer straight west of Galion on the Manette New Winchester Road. Mike Kleinite at Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, and Marion. Sweet Baby Ray Jones and Kendra Weaver at Ohio Door and Sash, 120 South Street, Galion. Mark Osborne at E-Crane International, Route 598 across, or at the north edge of Galion, excuse me. And Coach Brad Fairchild of the boys team, and it's good to have you back.
I'm glad to be back.
Highland tomorrow night.
Yes.
And that's a big one?
Yes. Yes.
For both the boys and the girls, but have you seen them yet this year? Or
Yeah. Yep.
How are they?
They're young. They're up and coming. But
and new to the league.
And yes, and new to the league.
Yeah, so that's going to be here in town. Then you have the county tournament. Is that here or is that at Suburban?
That's here in Galion.
That is here, and that's coming up on Saturday.
Yep.
So that'll be every Crawford County team.
Yes, that has a bowling team.
Now, is Colonel Crawford part of that, even though they're a
Yes.
club team? So you
Yes.
are inviting them to be part of that?
Yep.
So you're going to see some good competition. I know Winford's got a really good team this year.
Yep.
Bucyrus has been pretty good on both the boys and girls side.
Yes.
You're going to have a say in it, so you have to be pretty excited about that. By the way, where do you stand record-wise right now at this point?
We struggled at the beginning of the year. We were very inconsistent, especially with our spares. But here recently, the last 4 matches, I've seen tremendous accomplishments from, Evan shoots 234, his highest game,
Wow.
AJ, he's had a really good series the other day, so everybody's clicking and gelling at the same time. So, we have the capability. It's just whether we pick up our spares and do the little things that we need to do.
Yeah, it's fine-tuning at this point,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah. Next Tuesday, the 31st, you go to Buckeye Valley
Yes.
at Penn Lanes, take on the Barons, and then you have Lexington here on Thursday the 2nd, and then you get ready for the MOAC on the 10th and 11th. That
Yes.
will be, where was that going to be held at?
That's at our place.
That is at your place.
Yes.
Do you always host it, or is that?
The last couple of years we have.
Okay, all right, and you kind of like that, obviously, staying
Oh,
home,
yeah,
a lane that you're
absolutely.
familiar with,
Home
so.
field advantage.
Yeah, and then you go into your tournament the following week, sectional, late the week of, 17th, 18th, somewhere around in there, and then district after that. Do you think you're going to have a lot of bowlers be able to get out? Do you feel pretty good about that? Both sides. Do you feel that's the girls as well? You got some
Yeah.
girls that can get out of the sectional and move on?
Yeah.
If we do the little things, and I preach to these guys that we have the capability, but I can't throw the ball for them.
That's right.
They have to do the little things themselves. Like I said, but we've consistently shot over 1,800. We shot 2,100, and those usually, if you shoot anywhere 18 to 2,100, you're in the match.
Very good.
And the last 4 we've been, we've shot well.
Good.
But we just can't, go get it over the edge. So,
One little jump forward.
so yeah.
Good. Well, gals and guys, thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck. You've always been so supportive of the show. I love to hear how you've improved, and I've gotten to know some of you that have been here multiple times, and certainly appreciate that. And guys, thanks for coming out.
Yes,
And
thank you.
didn't even know if we are going to have the show because of inclement
Right,
weather, but
absolutely.
thankfully the Kyle Bond opened up here, and I know you got leagues you want to get to tonight, so roll them straight. Do the little things tonight
Right.
that you guys need to do.
Spares.
Yeah,
Right.
spares. Pick up
No,
those spares.
I'm gonna bowl like AJ.
Okay, Bobby.
But no, have a lot of fun tonight, and good luck to you the rest of the year and in the tournament. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You bet. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with Carson Early, the girls' basketball team here at Galion right after this timeout.